Hey, good morning, everybody. We are now all well into the beginning of the week. So I have a question for you. How are you starting your week? How are you going to start your week? Because, frankly, some people haven't started their week yet. And it's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. It's way later than that on the East Coast. And the question for you is, have you started your week yet? The reality is you should have started it before today. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how to start your week. So this is an interesting concept because you see a lot of people really waste a significant amount of their time starting their week incorrectly, or really not starting their week, or not planning their week, things of that nature. So I want to talk about a few little secrets, just kind of 3 tips, 3 ways that you can start your week effectively and really have a good week. It's about starting with a win. We know a book that's over here coming out soon called Start with a Win. Be sure to check it out on Amazon. You can just type in Start with a Win and pre-order it if you so desire. Thank you for those that have. But anyhow, first thing is you got to start your week before your week starts. You have to start your week before your week starts. So you've got to plan your week ahead of time. A lot of people just kind of wing it. They wake up, they're like, oh, all right, let's see what's on my calendar. And then they go. And some people don't even have a freaking calendar. I mean, can you believe that? I don't know how I could handle life without planning life, because I set things out and then I accomplish them. So all the planning for today for me happened 2 days ago. In fact, it happened on my little iPad mini here, where I sit and I write down everything I'm doing. And then I also have my certain blocks. Well, people try to take up those blocks. You got to prevent that. And you got to put in those things that you are very, very intentional with accomplishing on your calendar before anybody else can get to your calendar. In fact, don't even let people get to your calendar is my biggest suggestion, because the reality is it's your calendar. It's not their calendar. So don't let them change your week. You plan your week and make it very intentional. So to dive into those 3 concepts, first thing, I have my routines that I go through during the week. My routines, like I get up at 4:30 every morning. 4:30. Okay, you're nuts. Well, I love getting up at 4:30 because it's a great way for me to start my day. And then Kelly and I go to the gym and we exercise. And during exercise, I'll either do a little stretching or meditation or something like that. Just to relax myself after a good workout and really start my day with energy. So I really energize myself. So this is important. It's important to have routines. Why are routines important? Because routines are deposits into growth of yourself. It's consistent effort that you are very mindful of to ensure that you're gathering the best results out of that. Could be everything from exercise, client calls, educational sessions. I was at the gym today, I was listening to educational sessions on my headphones, because I was in that flow state, that zone where I felt really good about what I was doing and why I was there. And that was creating thought. And if I come up with an idea, guess what? I write it down. Now, I don't spend my whole time focusing on what I'm learning. I spend my time on exertion. So muscle exertion. Today, I actually did legs. Everybody hates legs. So it's Monday. Why not get them knocked out first part of the week and go, all right, we're good to go. Let's hammer this out. So get your routines down. Get your routines down. I have other routines. I have business routines. I have like update calls. I have meetings planned with my team. I have check-ins, content creation time, and of course, personal development and coaching time. So I have coaching meetings where I meet with different people or I meet with a coach, things like that are planned out that happen. And, it's important that you plan these things and you execute on your plan. Sure, you're going to end up, life's going to happen. Okay. Life's going to happen. You're going to have to change some of your routines around. But if you don't have routines, you got nothing. You have no foundation. Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. How do you build that excellence into your day, into your life, into your routines, things of that nature? So next part, after I have my routines in my calendar, I fill in the occasional items. Errands happen. I mean, we have to go out. You might have to go to the dry cleaners. You might have to get your car washed. You might have to get a haircut. You have to go pick something up or drop something off, or maybe, let's call it one of the kids have an event or something like that. Who knows what it might be, but you have errands that have to work with your calendar and your routines and your business and things of that nature. Batch them. Here's a key: batch them, cram them together into a group and go do them all at once. And that's how you save time, because most of our wasted time is time traveling to and from places. It's not wasted necessarily while we're doing those things. It's wasted on all the peripheral stuff around it. So think about that. Batch those occasional items. Do them together and do them with a plan. Hey, when I go get in my car, I know where I'm going and why I'm going and what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come home and then I'm going to get back to doing these other things. I like to bookend my occasional items with some routines, because it forces me to get the occasional items done. This is interesting because you could let these things just run off with your life and get nothing done during the day because you're doing occasional items all day long, and it just takes up your entire day. So plan those things. Be very specific with them. And then the third one, so we have, first one is routines. We have second one is occasional items. Third one is opportunity items. These are empty blocks. This is where you can have fun. You're like, maybe you want to go fit around a golf in or go to a movie or spend time with people. I mean, it's got to be intentional to spend time with people, but it's also an opportunity to spend time with people. So book those things. Like I just called my dad and said, hey, you want to go to dinner tonight? Here's my last scheduled item. Let's go have dinner. He's like, that would be awesome. Thank you. So, take time to fit those opportunity times in and be intentional with those. I feel so good with those because those are like bonus items. Those are bonuses in my schedule, and I love those things. I actually color code those things a little bit differently on my calendar when I'm filling them in. Usually I get like a green highlighter or something like that when I'm filling in my calendar. So anyhow, look for opportunity times. So if you can figure out how to control your calendar this way, first of all, your calendar starts looking really cool because it's filled in like a specific plan. It's a game plan for your week, but you get stuff done. You get things done. So practice all of these different deliberate items. And really, ultimately, what this has to do with is being intentional in life. When you're intentional, you actually make the most out of things. You take that occasional productivity and you make it more often productivity. And then it becomes specific, regular productivity that you can look back on and go, wow, I accomplished a lot. I mean, there's a reason why I was able to complete my MBA while I was working full time, or I wrote a book last year. And all of these things were specifically scheduled in my calendar. So don't miss those. Don't miss those things. Otherwise, you miss opportunity. You miss success. You miss wins. That's what I got for you today. Go look at your calendar right now. What does your week look like? Are you just winging it? I mean, don't wing it in life. Don't wing it with your week, with your calendar. It doesn't work all that great. Make this week very intentional. Write down your calendar. You can find them on Google. Go print one out and write down everything you're doing throughout the day, hour by hour, and be really intentional and see what happens. And then you also figure out, what should I remove from this? I don't need to be on Facebook then. I don't need to be doing this at that point. I don't need to be doing that. Oh, look at this. It'll open up time where I can talk to some more clients, or I can make some more sales, or I can visit with family more, or spend more intentional time on my health, things of that nature. Makes a difference. Be intentional. Don't forget, check out my book, Start With a Win. You can actually find it at startwithawin.com, and there's a pre-order link there and a lot of goofy pictures of me holding the book. So actually have, look at this. That's what it looks like. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.